Taurus, this is your much needed mid-month. Here for you right now is dedicated effort. Is your oracle card. The dedicated effort talks about the amount of effort that you have put into a certain situation. Also, if you notice with the number 8, that is talking about the infinity sign. So this is definitely you trying to maintain a certain situation or trying to maintain yourself during a hard struggle. I also have that it's time for you to embrace things that are coming toward you. Embrace yourself, embrace the blessings that you do have. Don't focus on what you don't have, but only what you do have. Find balance in a certain situation. Number 2, being unity. So that is find balance and unity in a relationship, in your partnership. There is also talks of possible engagement to come. It is also going to be celebration. Okay, someone will offer you a flower, a gift. When we talk about the different objects that are here within the circle, okay, 2 being an even number. So 2 for a pair, again, a union. There is going to be communicating clearly will be coming so that you can, in fact, manifest this relationship towards you. I do feel like it is time to start picking and choosing your battles. Not everything has to be in that perspective. Nothing has to be in that fight. I do feel like there has been a situation where you've needed to detach from in order to save yourself. A lot of times you were definitely trying to put in the work and determine or claim your ground, so to speak, claim your territory with your partner. I do feel like your partner, in fact, had to make a decision based on you and them. It feels that there was much protection that was needed where you're concerned because somebody is taking guard here. Somebody is protecting what options they have. Somebody is not ready to make a decision at this point. I definitely feel like you do need to get more information to get the clarity that you need. In order for things to bloom or blossom in this relationship, in fact, you will need to take care. You will need to take charge. You also need to take the information that is given to you from someone, whether that's a mentor or a counselor. Be careful of somebody having secrets around you. There are definitely secrets here, so be careful with that. A lot of you still struggle with a broken heart from things that happened in the past. It could be from a water sign or an air sign as well. We also could be talking about an earth sign. However, if you turn around, you will see the cups that are still here that are for you. So these cups here are still left, which you can still build this foundation on. There is going to be a few mountains here for you to climb. But there is definitely a home waiting for you. If you, in fact, lived with this person, then you will go back to them as well. A lot of you still are suffering through your defeat and feeling victimized, but you need to roll over, get out of that, pull those swords out quickly. Look and see that something is coming better for you along the way. Some of you will be dealing with a Sagittarius, so be prepared. Oops. You will be dealing with a Sagittarius. Be prepared for that. A lot of you are going to have an out-of-the-blue offer. Love that comes unexpectedly. Something that you didn't expect. A lot of you have been waiting and waiting for something new, feeling like that's not going to happen anytime soon. But guess what? The minute you stop worrying about it is the minute it will come in. Somebody is waiting and determining whether or not they should, in fact, offer you their cup. Whether or not that you will be accepting their loyalty from their royalty. You see the difference? A lot of you are definitely going to be willing to take a risk here with the Fool card. Definitely willing to take a risk. Some of you already took that risk by being involved in a third-party situation that you already knew existed. Some of you got yourself into a mess and now don't know how to get yourself out of it. Where the 8 of Pentacles is concerned, you are definitely trying to put the work in. However, even though you're trying to put this work in, you're still feeling defeated for some reason. You're not focused on your money or your job or your career. You're wasting a lot of time on this energy for this person that is refusing your cup at this time because the timing is not right. You can't see what's being done in the background. You can't see what things that God is already setting up for you. But you need to have faith in what's in front of you right now. You also need to find the strength. Maybe you're going to deal with a Leo. Maybe you just need to find the strength in a certain situation. Whichever way that pertains to you. There's always a start and a new beginning here coming for you. There's always the offer of lots of blessings and love coming. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you manifesting things? Are you bringing things towards you? Are you meditating? What exactly are you doing along the way here? I feel like a lot of you are struggling with your anxiety and panic attacks, not sleeping well. Some of you are taking too much of that melatonin at nighttime. You need to slow that roll. You're not working on it now because now you're getting used to it, so it's not working. It's not working. Meanwhile, nothing's changing, right? Because nothing's changing, somebody still has a lot of options that they're looking at or considering. That same person who left you out in the cold is the one who's making very bad and negative decisions here, but this is your side where it's positive. So in order for this darkness to become light, you need to become one, and that will happen with the Lover's card here because somebody is going to make a choice instead of having options. This is your Wheel of Fortune card, so there is luck coming along the way. Addictions from the past are now being recovered, and they are getting freed from their addictions with the help of the universe. So as you see, the universe is handling this situation that you've been praying on. There is going to be an offer, an opportunity coming your way. Be prepared for that. Something unexpected is coming. You may have your back turned on a situation, but I do feel like you are going to turn around and be able to face a situation and deal with it to resolve that problem. There is still secrets being told to you from someone. Somebody's not being completely honest. They don't feel you need to know everything. Somebody's trying to hold back all that information and feels that they'll tell you as much as they think you need to know, but not what you want to know. The fights that went on here with the Five of Swords, the battle was long and it was a hard struggle. For some of you, this has been ongoing and ongoing. You can't seem to get over the same issue. A lot of you tending to fight about these things, definitely feeling caught up in a situation here, feeling as if you are stuck. But you are not. You always have the right and the freedom to choose to walk away. A lot of you can't because you're still hanging on. You can't seem to let go and move forward. A lot of you are getting very tired of trying to hold up this end plus your other partner's end because they're not doing the work, so you're putting in the work for two people. You're wasting your time on this effort. Somebody is definitely saluting or celebrating the fact of a victory. Again, we talk about the infinity symbol. Somebody is wanting this infinite outcome with the Emperor, with this person who seems to be a little bit controlling, domineering, wanting to be a take-charge kind of person. Messages are going to come in very fast, and the reason I say that is because this card was right next to it. So you have fast messages that are going to come in. And these are messages that you won't be able to control or expect. I also feel like for some of you, you have finally come out of your shell. You're starting to socialize again. You're getting out there. I do feel like, again, whose ever back was turned, or if your back was turned, it is no longer. You're not walking away. You're walking actually towards somebody now. You're holding on to what you have very strongly, not wanting to let that go. I see you still struggling, though, with a decision. You're going back and forth with something. You're trying to weigh out the odds, but it's still not in the favor. I see you being stubborn, or your partner is being very stubborn, not willing to compromise or communicate at this point, which is what created that tower moment in the first place. With the Knight of Pentacles, this person is coming through wanting to make an offer, but this is a person you do not know. This is somebody brand new. This could be somebody around your work area or around a friend's area. They're going to introduce you to this person as well, but this is definitely not on your own doing, but somebody is definitely going to come in and make an offer to you. What are you going to do at that point? I do feel like a lot of you will sit stern, will accept the offer, listen to it, hear it, but I don't feel like you'll act on it. I feel like you're going to stay still at this point. I feel like you still want to give one more try to your past relationship. That is what you're sitting here dwelling over or looking over with sadness about things that you have lost. You're just focused on the bad parts of the situation, not looking at the positive parts. Somebody is definitely still hanging around, hoping to reconcile with you, even though you had fights, communications that were still not resolved. Somebody is definitely going past your house. Somebody is watching or driving by, checking, following on you, seeing what's going on with you, whether they're on Facebook, whether they're on Instagram. Somebody is paying attention to you. A victory, a celebration is going to be your final outcome in March. I do feel like by the end of March you will sit as the Empress. You will be very strong in your ways, but you will also create boundaries. there is going to be a manipulation or a stipulation. Not sure which one that is coming in for you. Some will get the manipulation, some will create a stipulation. What I mean by that is you're going to set your boundaries up, and you will only accept certain things. You have finally decided that in this relationship, you're no longer going to be victimized or manipulated by this narcissistic fool that you've been around. Somebody who thinks that they could take what they want when they want and not bring anything to the table. I do feel like they are on their way coming. I feel like you can see them at a distance. Some of you may be communicating with this person. Some of you may know a family member to this person. You may know their sister or their brother or communicate with them one way or the other. Somebody's definitely going to speak to you with kind words and be generous. You can expect an unexpected gift is to come before the end of March. Again, somebody is going to bring an offer in towards you. I do feel like you may even be dealing with a Pisces at this point. Be sure that you know exactly what the offer is, because I feel like there could be, in fact, a struggle here. But remember, when I spoke about your oracle cards, just a second, when I spoke about your oracle cards, the most important thing is that if you want to blossom, if you want things to get better, but if you want to put in the dedicated effort, that is where you're going to need to be in order to have that marriage proposal that you're expecting a year from now. So, with that being said, this is going to be your March 2020. Look forward to doing your April coming up very soon. If some of you wanted, let me give you an extra oracle card that's coming through for you guys. And the answer is yes. So whatever it is that you were just going to ask, if this was in fact a personal reading, that question that you had on your mind, the answer comes out as yes. So stay tuned for what else is to come in April. Those of you waiting to catch up with a partner will be doing so very shortly. Those of you hoping to hear from somebody, having contact, reaching out, I do feel like the response will be good. If you are the one who reaches out, they will respond. If they are the one who reaches out, then you will definitely respond. So I do see this moving forward and getting the opportunity for a new start. But remember, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Okay? So with that being said, this is your March mid-month.